WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me and being here on 2 News Now. I am your host, Alexis Bellamy, joined this morning by 2 News anchor Kayla Ferris, and we're starting off with breaking news this morning. Just into our newsroom, we've learned that people have been evacuated in Springfield, Kayla.
Yes. A few minutes ago, we learned that they're being asked to avoid the downtown area. And we've also learned that the Dayton Bomb Squad is on scene. All Springfield school buildings are also closed for the rest of the day. We're going to turn to 2 News reporter Evan Bales, who is in Springfield right now, trying to learn more about why people are being asked to stay away. So, Evan, where in Springfield are you right now?
Alexis, Kayla, thank you. Right now, I'm at the corner of Fountain Avenue and East Main Street right now. If you're not from Springfield, we are adjacent to their City Hall building right now. But more importantly, we are just up the street from a completely cordoned off section of the city. I'm going to flip my camera on so you can see what I'm talking about here. Just a little bit further down, you can see the Dayton Bomb Squad set up over on Columbia Street. Thank you. They are just around the corner from the police department. We've seen folks here from Springfield Police, obviously, the Clark County Sheriff's Office at the blockade that we're at right now. There is a police officer from Donaldsville here, along with Springfield Parking Enforcement. They've just got, around 3 or 4 block area just completely cordoned off here. Now, we're not sure if there is a true bomb threat going on right now, but we did see their EOD bot kind of loitering around on the sidewalk in front of the Springfield Police Department. So we're not sure if, there's a threat that was called into a specific building or whatnot, but we're waiting to hear more from authorities here at the scene if they're willing to give us information.
So, Evan, I know you just said you just got there a little bit ago. You were still working to learn some information. Can you tell us, we know there's been an evacuation. Can you tell us if you've seen anybody out on the streets, about how many people are out milling around, have been evacuated?
We've seen maybe around 24 people still moving out of buildings. We have seen some folks still kind of just walking around in the cordoned off area. So the severity of this threat is also still in question.
And they haven't said anything to you, the people out?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to interact face to face with the Springfield police officer right now. Like I said, the police cruiser that's here right now, there's an officer from Donaldsville that's here as well as Springfield Parking Enforcement. And unfortunately, they haven't been able to say too much.
In that live picture that you showed us, was there a reason? Are you standing back because they told you everybody to get back in a way, or are you choosing
Correct,
to stand?
yes.
Okay.
So, and one thing I will ask you, Evan, before we let you go, because again, we know you just got down there. You don't know how many people have been impacted, but what is the energy like there where you are? Is it a lot of people looking around trying to figure out what to do? What does it feel like? What's the atmosphere like?
There are a lot of people stopping and looking here. Unfortunately, this harkens back to the bomb threats that folks here in Springfield they experienced back in 2024. Around that time when there was a lot of tension around the Haitian population here in Springfield. There were almost 2 straight weeks of bomb threats that we saw to City Hall, to schools in the area. So I think things are tense right now because people are remembering that.
Yeah, for sure. Evan, we know that you have a lot going on down there this morning. You have a lot of information to find out and wade through. So we are going to hope that you stay safe and stay warm. Look for more from you at 4 o'clock today at First at 4.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, Evan.
So with that being said, your time now is 11:04. We are going to look at what's happening outside. Over the weekend, I actually saw some flurries, and it was dreadfully cold. I don't know how else to dress it up. The wind wasn't as bad, I'll say. I guess that's something I can speak on, at least for a little bit.
Yeah, the wind wasn't too bad here as we went throughout the weekend, other than Friday night when that system moved on out of here. We had the winds whipping, and there as we went into Saturday, I was driving around and saw some blowing snow that blew some drifts onto parts of the roadways, so that caused a little bit of problems for some travelers early into your Saturday. But yesterday, we got about an inch here into the central portion of the Miami Valley in parts of the area, and then others didn't even really see much here as we went through the day yesterday. Today is going to be a quiet day. There's going to be a lot of cloud cover going through the next couple of hours, and then we'll see a little bit of sunshine going through the afternoon and into the evening hours, but clouds do return as we go into the nighttime. Temperatures close to, we'll get above what we got yesterday. We saw temperatures yesterday only up to about 25 or so degrees. Today up into the 30s, right around freezing. Satellite radar, you can see a lot of cloud cover here at the moment. We're going to continue to see that for the next couple of hours at least, and those temperatures here at the moment: 25 Beaver Creek, 32 Bellbrook, 27 Moraine, 24 Centerville, and 23 in Dayton. We are tracking temperatures going into the middle of the week, though. They're going to be into the 40s, so we're tracking that. But also, when we could potentially see some rain coming up on the Complete Storm Team 2 forecast.
So, Cameron, I have a question just because I'm detail-oriented. So is that 40s you're talking about? That's the warm-up that we're looking forward to?
Yeah, that is. We're going to be above our normal as we get into the day tomorrow. So it's finally something that we could see. It's something we haven't seen in a while.
The 40s, something we have not seen in a while. Let's just think about that sentence, everybody. We have not seen the 40s in a while. But
if we're above freezing, we'll
it's
take
a
it.
good day.
Yeah.
But, and sometime, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be sitting around and it'll be like, oh my gosh, 98 again.
Okay, chill out.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, I don't know about
Okay,
that.
that's just me being optimistic, bringing East Coast weather. Thanks, Cameron. We'll see you in just a few minutes. We are going to turn now to a look at your top 5 stories of the day. Started off with breaking news, getting into what's happening this week. So listen to this, you guys. Starting out with continuing coverage this morning. We brought you the story last week. A local coffee house is now helping the family of that Butler County Sheriff's deputy who was stabbed in the line of duty last week. Village Perks Coffee House in 7 Mile launched the fundraiser because Deputy Farthing is a frequent customer there. So that's very kind of them to do. Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones says that Farthing returned home from the hospital on Friday after being stabbed through his vest just the day before. So it happened on Myers Road in Madison Township while he was working a fire scene there. Officials say that 41-year-old Philip Lovely grabbed the deputy and then plunged that knife into his back. So Lovely now faces several charges, including felonious assault, arson, and even attempted aggravated murder. Kayla, this was such a story when it broke.
Yeah,
Very scary.
absolutely. But it's glad to know that he is home and doing better now. Yes, recovering. Well, in other news, the new Dayton Police temporary substation is going to be up and running in less than a month on South Main Street. March 1st is the projected date for the substation in partnership with the RTA. Police say they can enforce safety more when it comes to this location. They were saying, we're right downtown. There's not a better location than this. Exactly. And they also say that the city of Dayton bought some land about a block from the substation, but it's going to take a couple of years to build a more permanent station. But that's what they're looking forward to in the future.
That's what they're working towards. And we have this to look forward to for now. So moving right along, 36-year-old Calvin Felder has been indicted on 2 counts of murder, and that's in connection to the death of 69-year-old Lily Oglesby back in May of 2004. That's her there. Police found Oglesby beaten and stabbed inside of her house on Janice Avenue near England Street in Dayton. Felder is currently being held at the Montgomery County Jail on $1 million bond and is expected in court tomorrow. So that is something we'll be keeping our eye on, and it's a good thing that these families now at least maybe have, or her family has a little bit of closure now with this update, Kayla.
Yes, absolutely. The search for Nancy Guthrie continues. The mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. Nancy has now been missing for more than a week. Savannah Guthrie told the potential kidnappers in a social media video the family is prepared to pay for her safe return. An FBI spokesman said the video was referring to a message sent to a Tucson-based television station on Friday. The station declined to share details about the message as the FBI is still looking into it.
Yeah, they're probably trying to keep as much information as they can close to the vest so they can play this in the best way and bring her home safely. Well, we are looking at your final top story of the morning today. You guys, last night, it's a wrap. The Seahawks took on the New England Patriots at Levi Stadium, and they dominated the game, you guys. They were up 9-0 at halftime, and I saw that happen, and I was like, okay, this Is this about right? I mean, for
Oh,
football
Alexis, you
terms
were
and times,
watching?
I watched a bit. I'm just
Alexis getting into
All
the
right.
sports.
What is going to say? Not too much. Winning 29-13, taking home their second ever Lombardi Trophy. And I didn't realize that. They've only won now twice, so good for them. The official attendance, this is what I thought was really crazy. The official attendance for Super Bowl 60 last night, Kayla, just guess how many people if you had to.
Couple 100,000.
Okay, well, now you make this sound. Thank you, Cameron. It was 70,820.
Why did you know that? How did you know
They
that?
said it.
All stadiums are around 70,000.
And they said it during, but this is
I
a
must have missed
notable
that part.
increase. Yeah, it wasn't a long time. It was a notable increase compared to the 65,719 that was recorded just last year at Super Bowl 59 in Louisiana. So with that victory, the Seahawks, Coach Mike McDonald, who is only 38, he is actually the third youngest NFL head coach to win a Lombardi Trophy. Isn't that interesting?
Congrats.
I know. Congrats to all of them. They look so happy. But with that being said, you guys, we're going to push just ahead a little bit to our react to that question for this morning, which you can guess it, Super Bowl related. But what was your favorite part? What happened during the Super Bowl that you were like, I needed to see this. This was the best part of this game. And I did say I watched, and I do have a part. I will save mine for later, of course. Kayla, we heard from Caleb and Kelly this morning. Share yours. What was your favorite part?
Of course,
Super Bowl
right here
60?
on the screen. Right, him right there.
Bad Bunny was
Bad
yours?
Bunny. Of
No,
course.
of course
Bad
he
Bunny.
was.
Are you kidding me? The game was boring, in my opinion.
That's what I was
Hot
going to
take.
ask you because
Hot take.
I'm becoming more of a sports girly, but you actually are.
No,
so
there
what
was
did
no
you?
there was no action in the whole first half of the game.
But it's the Super Bowl.
I know, which was why it should have been some more going on. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
the defense was great, which is why we didn't see much
Else-
action.
okay. Sure.
Other than like Stephon Diggs, I guess.
Oh yeah,
But-
that. But we'll talk about that later. Okay.
Yeah, so Bad Bunny was my favorite, of course.
Got
He
it.
brought the house down. Just look at this.
Yeah,
It's
he
just
did
so
good.
great.
But you know what? I'm sure other people are going to have a similar response. If that is yours and you agree with Kayla, scan the QR code. I want to know about it. I want to hear what your favorite part of the game was.
Of course. All right. So switching gears a little bit, a Wall Street Journal report says the DOJ is investigating if Netflix has been involved in any anti-competitive practices. They are looking at Netflix potentially becoming a monopoly if it acquires Warner Brothers. Netflix. Wait, what about Hulu? No?
Oh,
No,
that's
nobody
right.
watched it? I don't know.
What about Hulu? It's crazy.
Netflix made a bid in December of $82.7 billion with a B dollars to purchase Warner Bros. Shortly after, Paramount made an offer, starting a bidding war and preventing Netflix from closing that deal. According to the report, the DOJ is also reviewing Paramount's offer for potential anti-competitive tactics. But I will say, Netflix is pretty
They're
much
big
the
ones,
top dog of
aren't
streaming
they?
services.
They
I won't
are.
lie.
You said, what about Hulu? And I'm like, yeah, I go to them afterwards. But that's
So
neither
true.
here nor there. Looking at things a little bit closer to home now, community members are voicing concerns over a behavioral health hospital plan for Trotwood. Gateway Cathedral hosted a public meeting on Friday where residents could learn more about that proposed facility. And the state purchased the $2.5 million Hera Arena site just last year. Residents say they're not against the hospital, but wish the state had picked a different site. However, officials in Harrison Township are welcoming the project, saying it will create new jobs and bring more resources to the area.
Alrighty, and then moving a little bit further north, there are some new arguments over using $600 million of the state's unclaimed funds to help pay for a domed stadium for the Browns. Look at that. Beautiful.
Would be.
Lawyers for the state say it is appropriate to use that unclaimed money to serve the public. The state argues that the new Brown Stadium will have to generate more in taxes than what the project receives in unclaimed funds. Taxpayers against the plan say investing in private business does not serve the public.
Tons of football news this block.
we've got a lot going on.
We certainly do. Your time now, 11:14. When we get back, a longer look at weather. And later on, what's coming up in Living Dayton. Don't go away, you guys. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, I'm Dan, the owner of Universal Windows Direct of Dayton. This is Bowie. He's been sniffing out the coolest winter deals for you. For a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Get $250 off for patio doors and entry doors, $1,500 off for roofing, and $2,000 off for siding. Plus this week, 24 months interest-free financing for all products. Keep the cold out and the savings in. Give us a call now.
Universal Windows Direct.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for rejoining us. Kicking it off with, well, I'm so used to saying a countdown to the Winter Olympics, but we're in it and it's happening. We are looking at breaking news right now. So something we told you guys about at the beginning of the show, that evacuation happening in Springfield. We've learned just a few minutes ago that Governor DeWine has shared with members of the media that the Clark County building was evacuated after a black duffel bag was found inside. We now know, we actually already shared that the Dayton bomb squad was there, and we've also learned that the FBI is on scene right now. And those updates are still coming into our newsroom, so we'll share them with you as soon as we get them. Again, that update, the Dayton bomb squad is there, the FBI is there, a black duffel found inside of that building.
And it wasn't just that building. It was also, there was another duffel bag found inside of one of the
Clark County
Springfield
buildings.
schools.
Yes.
One of the Springfield schools. So
As well.
just that update.
Big updates. Thank you, Kayla. Okay, so now we are jumping right back into things. So looking at that medal count for the 2026 Winter Olympics, you guys, just a few days in. How exciting. The host city is doing its big one. The medals have been presented to some winners. Right now, we are third when it comes to gold medals, following Norway and Switzerland, who have 3. Japan and Austria are among the countries following with 1 gold. Team USA is at the bottom, but hey, we've got time, right?
Yeah, we got
We've got
time.
plenty of time.
Of
to keep it
course.
up. In other Olympic news, you guys.
In other Olympic news, U.S. alpine skier Lindsey Vonn is stable after surgery to fix a fracture she sustained during a crash in her first race. This is just a week after she tore her ACL in a crash. On Sunday, Vonn lost control within moments of leaving the start, clipping a gate with her right shoulder and pinwheeling down the slope before ending up awkwardly on her back. If you remember, she was airlifted to a clinic in Cortina and then transferred to a larger hospital 2 hours south. Fans are disappointed that she will no longer be competing, but of course, we want to prioritize her safety.
Of course, all the time. And we're keeping our eye on the Olympic Games. Cameron, what are you? Are you an Olympic?
They actually look warmer there.
Do they
in
with
that
the
picture?
snow? I
She
don't
wasn't
know.
wearing a
Well,
jacket, it didn't
maybe
look
in
like.
the city, but as you go higher up, temperatures do fall up in the mountains, so it's probably colder up top than what it is here.
Anything close to what we've got?
I don't think so. I think they are. They have
Never
been
said I
much
think
warmer
they
at
would
the surface of the cities, at least, not the mountains, obviously. But 25 degrees for the high here yesterday. That is still well below what we're used to this time of year. But by tomorrow, we're going to get above average. Haven't said that one in quite a while. 6 degrees for the low. That is well below average as well. No precipitation, though, at least measured at the Dayton International Airport, but we did see in some parts of the Miami Valley an inch and a half of snowfall. Out there, it's a little bit breezy. You can see on the Trotwood Goodwill auto auction camera that it is a little bit on the windy side. Right now, temperatures in the 20s, 23 in Dayton, winds at 9 miles per hour. The wind chill was in the single digits. Now we are into the teens. Temperatures as we go into the afternoon up to about freezing, a little bit warmer in some parts of the area, up to 34 here in Dayton. We'll see some sunshine there through the PM hours, though. As you can see, lots of cloud cover right now, though, on satellite radar. High pressure off to the east. There's a low pressure all the way up to the north and west. We could see a spotty sprinkle here tomorrow as we go through the daytime, but most of us should be staying dry. Future track going through the daytime, those afternoon hours, a few clouds, but also some sunshine mixed in. Overnight, clouds do return, mostly cloudy skies. And we'll see that as we head into the daytime tomorrow. At times, we'll see some cloudy skies there, and we could even see a spotty sprinkle as well as we get into Wednesday, seeing some sunshine out there. We are looking to stay dry for the most part as we go through the next week. Temperatures today getting up to about 34 degrees, partly sunny, not as cold as what we've seen over the past couple of days. Overnight dropping down to about 24. It's going to be a mostly cloudy one. Another day where we're going to have cold temperatures in the nighttime, but at least we're above the single digits. Tomorrow getting up to 44 degrees, a beautiful day in terms of temperatures, but we could see that spotty sprinkle. It's going to be breezy as well. 7-day forecast, temperatures do fall back down to about freezing, a little bit warmer than that at times. We'll see some sunshine on and off, and then the chance of some rain, even some snow as we head into the weekend.
Oh, at least your happy Valentine's Day heart isn't getting rained on or snowed on or anything.
Yeah. That's nice.
That is nice. Okay, but
the
Cameron,
sun is for lovers.
the sun is for lovers. The rain can also be for lovers. But anyways, before we get going, Cameron, I want to know, let's hear from you. What was your favorite part of the game?
My favorite part had to be the Green Day pregame because the game probably was one of the worst games I've seen.
Okay,
See?
good to know. Hearing from you.
Other than the Patriots and Rams about 6 years ago.
Okay,
don't think I
okay,
watched
we
that,
got that. But you mentioned something. You mentioned the big one, and it's that halftime show, you guys. Oh my goodness, I think we're going to be talking about this show for a long time. I love this picture. Oh my gosh, it captured it so great. So we know Bad Bunny took over Levi Stadium at halftime, but his show is what had people talking. He paid tribute to dreamers and representing his home of Puerto Rico. The singer performed 14 songs entirely in Spanish, and it was amazing. I've seen so many memes where like, I don't know what he's saying, but I'm enjoying it and I'm loving it. This also took the cake, this wedding. A lot of people had questions about whether it was real or not, and it turned out it actually was. And I loved that more than anything.
Yes.
And Lady Gaga, of course, being there. I'm not going to put him on blast, but someone said they did not realize that it was Lady Gaga for a majority of the time until it was announced that it was Lady Gaga.
What?
Yeah, and I thought that was really interesting. But this whole thing, I just cannot look away, Kayla.
Wow.
What a game.
Bad
Or show.
Bunny. Hands down. I didn't know
Hands
what he was
down.
going to do. I think that was like kind of the nice part about it.
Yeah,
is that
what to
people,
expect.
I think the majority of people weren't sure what to expect.
But look at Cardi,
But
I
I
see
was
her.
I was
Yep, and there's that beautiful
speechless.
shot.
I loved it. Go Bad Bunny. Well, in other news, another team that was not in the Super Bowl, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Kayla.
But fans will have the opportunity to bid on items from Paycor Stadium. Furniture from the stadium's recently renovated luxury suites will be up for auction. Some items available include Bengals branded bar stools, ice chests, and beer taps. Hamilton County announced that the auction will be online and in person on Valentine's Day, February 14th. You can find the address for the auction and the link to participate virtually on our website, WDTN.com. For you Bengals fans
Alrighty,
out
on
there.
Valentine's Day, if you need something to do.
Yeah, if
Good
you
to
need
know.
something for your special someone, if they're a Bengals fan.
Yeah, maybe, but
No?
okay.
Not a good idea?
11:23, you guys. We'll be right back with what's coming up in Living Dayton and how you reacted to that today. Don't go away. Welcome back, everyone. Getting right straight into it. Those react to that responses. Favorite part of Super Bowl 60, you guys, let's hear it. So Shauna says the commercials, but watching the football game was great. Go Seahawks. You did great. Yes,
you
indeed.
go.
Go